I've been a pro nail technician since the 80s, and these are a few things that I wouldn't do. It can hurt your business. One thing I've always made room for is a client that has broken a nail. I know that's crazy because if they break the nail last minute, where are you going to fit them in? Because you're booked. But from their point of view, think of it this way. You've built a rapport. This applies to clients that are regular clientele. So let's say the client just came that morning and they just broke a nail and they've called you around 3 or 4 o'clock, which is a very busy time for a nail technician, and they've broken the nail and they really need it fixed. What do? It's a tough one. I get it. And you're booked. My advice to you from one pro tech to another, or if you're trying to build your clientele, or even if you're a student, find a space to fit that one new nail in. It goes a long way for the business that you've built and the rapport that you've built with that customer. If you get them in, they got 9 great nails that you just did them. And yes, it was their fault, most likely. They blew the nail. Fix it. Do everything you can to fix it. If not that day, at the end of your day, it only takes 10, 15 minutes. Or next morning, try to get them in. Somewhere in the next 24 to 48 hours, try to fit them in. If you don't, by not doing that one nail, no matter how long you've been doing their nails, they consider that bond as something that you will do. They've got an in because they are a regular customer of yours. If you don't fit them in, they're feeling betrayed. And when they're feeling betrayed, they could go somewhere else. Or they're just going to be annoyed that they had to wait a week or so to get in. So my advice to you, if you're building a loyal clientele, if you're expecting the loyalty from them, you want it to come back. So if you can, at everything I can ask you is to try to fit that one nail in. Even if you can't paint it, any of that, just try to fix it for them because you will be their savior and they will build that bond with you stronger. And you've got a client for life. One thing I would never do, if a customer has booked the appointment with me, I would never pass them on to someone else. I've built a relationship, or I'm trying to build a relationship with them. I'm trying to create a bond. So I never want to make them feel like I've got something better to do. I was booked and they asked for my services from that time to do the beginning of their nails to the end of their nails. If I'm passing them off to someone else, it's like saying I've got something better to do and your relationship with, I'm not really too concerned about it. Even look at it from their point of view. How would you feel if you booked an appointment? I'm sure that's even happened to you. You booked an appointment and you started getting the service and they took off and someone else is continuing or finishing, whether it's hair or whatever. It does feel a little bit like, oh, what happened to them? I paid. And especially if you sought them out and you booked them specifically for their talent. That would feel very slighting. So I, as a pro tech, I would never start a client or let someone else start them. And then I would come in when I'm ready. They booked that time for me. I would be ready for that time from beginning to end to show my respect and to build that bond between me and the customer. Something I've seen over the years in social media is, I couldn't believe it when I saw it, was I don't work on customer that comes in the door that has been somewhere else. And I was completely shocked by that. I've been doing nails a long time and I built my business on some customers who came in from another salon looking for help, looking for a better nail technician, looking for some answers, right? So if I turned that away, I probably would have taken a lot longer to build my clientele. I probably would have turned away 70% of my business. So when a customer comes to you from somewhere else, they're coming to you for a reason. They can't get into their other nail technician. They don't want to go to their other nail technician. They don't like their work. Maybe they've moved and they're in a new area and they want to get lots and lots of reasons why it's the customer's decision of where they go. You don't owe that nail technician any honor or dishonor if you do that nails. You owe the obligation and the honor to the customer. That's who's walked in your door. You need to help them. And if you're worried about other product that they have on your hands and you don't know what it is, it doesn't matter. It honestly, it doesn't matter what they have on there. You just want to file down the work and give them what the customer asks on top of that work. And if you want to file it off or remove it, sure, go ahead. That protects you. You want to do a full job on that, that's fine. But you can put product on top of different products. That's not a problem. So my advice to you, I can't express enough, is when a customer comes from another place, who cares what that reason is? This is your opportunity to show them what a great tech you are and what you can do for them. in your atmosphere, to your personality, to the music and the space, the location, everything you have to offer, your talent. That's your opportunity to say, I'm a great nail tech and I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it on your fingers and you're going to see. And boom, you've got a new customer. So never turn a customer away for those reasons. I know I've been around a long time and I know lots of techniques are new, but people are still the same and they want to be treated with respect. And that's one thing that I've learned over the 40 years. If you continue to do that, you'll build a very loyal, solid clientele.